Vince bought Southwest Championship Wrestling's time slot from the Blanchard family in 1983 as Joe Blanchard's territory folded up. Do you remember if there was any reaction to this acquisition? Like, what was the general temperature of everybody around wrestling?
I remember really that, and at that time it wasn't really thought of as something really earth shattering. But Eddie Graham, the brilliant promoter down here in Florida, Eddie knew that that was going to be the key to something in our business that none of the promoters at the NWA couldn't control, and that's cable TV. Cable TV is going to be the demise of this business. Not an individual, not anybody else. Cable TV. And so when that happened, and nobody knew how long the USA market, or USA network was going to last, because those networks were popping up. I don't know if you're old enough to remember, but networks like that were popping up and going out of business, right and left. So all of them were trying to be Ted Turner, basically. And Ted had that magic about him that he made it work, but a lot of them didn't. So when Vince pulled in and into that time slot there, it wasn't really like, oh man, this is the first nail in the coffin. There wasn't thoughts like that. It's just, what's going on. But it's a few guys, Eddie Graham, being around Eddie Graham gave my brother and I so much insight to beyond the normal talent mindset that Eddie would give us, and teach us the inside, the goings and comings of the business. And Eddie, I got to sing Eddie's praises. He's the one that really taught Jack and I how to be businessmen in professional wrestling. He could kind of see what was coming, but a lot of the other guys were just totally blind on what was going on.
Man, Eddie Graham, everybody always puts him over as being one of the sharpest guys ever in wrestling. And for him to kind of be able to project that and see that, okay, Vince is looking like he's making moves in cable, and trying to capture these television opportunities, like that could be the demise of wrestling. Pretty impressive that he was able to kind of foresee all that.
Yeah, he was, and he was like, there was an article in the Tampa Tribune that somebody posted not long ago on a Facebook page that before any of these SLs ever come across, Eddie was saying, it's not the promoter next door that you've got to worry about. It's that one that 2,000 miles away that you don't know who the hell he is, that gets TV, that gets his cable TV. And Eddie was singing the praises and the demise of the territories back before cable TV really expanded. So he saw it actually. He saw the concept, what was going on, and he knew that was going to be the downfall of it. But yeah, Eddie had that one eye, and Eddie cocked that head to the side, and you could just see that everything churning inside his head. And man, you knew you needed to sit down and start listening to what this man was going to say, because he was a wealth of information.